This happened a few years back, when I was 19. My parents bought this little ranch-style house outside Albuquerque in 2015. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, nothing fancy. The guest room was always the one at the very end of the hallway. They called it the spare room. I just called it the cold room because no matter how hot it got outside, that room always felt colder, like the air was thinner or something. I dropped out of college after my freshman year and moved back home. Got a night job at a warehouse, so I slept during the day. The house was dead quiet then. Mom worked retail mornings to evenings. Dad was on the road most weeks, driving long haul. So it was usually just me rattling around the place. The first thing I noticed was the guest room door. It refused to stay closed. I'd push it shut until I heard the latch click, walk away, come back 5 minutes later, and it would be open, maybe an inch or 2. I started wedging one of my old sneakers under it to keep it shut. Every single morning, the shoe would be kicked out into the hallway and the door would be cracked again. Then the smells started. Not gross smells, clean ones, like fresh-washed sheets or pine floor cleaner. I'd walk past and catch it drifting out. I'd go in to check, nothing touched. Bed still made with the same old comforter from years ago, dust on the dresser thick enough to write in. No one had been in there. Nights were when it got weirder. I'd wake up around 4 a.m. every few days with that feeling you get when the house is too quiet, like everything's holding its breath. No creaks, no wind, nothing. Then I'd hear the footsteps, soft, bare feet on carpet, slow and careful, like someone didn't want to wake anyone. They'd come down the hallway, pass right by my door, and stop at the guest room. I'd hear the door ease open, slow, almost gentle, the way you open a door when you're trying not to make noise. After that, silence. Hours of it. I kept telling myself it was old house stuff, pipes, foundation settling, drafts. One afternoon, I decided to prove to myself it was nothing. I went into the guest room, sat on the edge of the bed. Cold seeped right through my jeans. Nothing happened. I figured I'd wait it out, lay back on the comforter, arms behind my head, staring at the popcorn ceiling. I must have dozed off because the next thing I knew, Mom was calling my name from the kitchen for dinner. Clock on my phone said almost 9 p.m. I got up, rubbed my eyes, went downstairs, ate spaghetti with her. Wasn't tired anymore because of the long nap, so I threw on some dumb action movie in the living room. Halfway through, it hit me. The chair. There was this old wooden chair in the guest room. Plain, straight back, usually sat by the window. That afternoon, I'd pulled it over and sat on it before moving to the bed. I never pushed it back, left it right there near the foot of the bed, kind of crooked. But when I woke up, it was back in its original spot, exactly aligned with the window, facing the bed perfectly. Like someone had been sitting there the whole time I slept, just watching. My skin went cold all over again. I'd been lying there asleep for hours, completely out, and something had been right behind me, looking down at me. After that, Mom started acting strange. She'd forget little things, where she left her keys, what day the trash went out. She told me once she kept hearing someone say her name very softly whenever she walked past the guest room hallway. Not angry, not scary, almost kind. She'd smile a little when she talked about it, like it was a nice memory. Dad came home from a long haul one Friday, found Mom sitting in that same wooden chair in the guest room at like 2 in the morning, lights off, just staring at the empty bed. She told him she was waiting for our guest to settle in. He thought she was joking. Next morning, the chair was turned to face the closet instead. Neither of them remembered moving it. I started leaving my phone in the hallway overnight with the voice recorder going. Played one back the next day. Clear footsteps, then a long, tired sigh, then a woman's voice, quiet, almost sweet. "It's almost time to go home now." It sounded exactly like Mom. But Mom had been asleep in her own room the whole time. I checked. Last week, I couldn't take it anymore. Told them I found a warehouse job up in Denver, packed a duffel, and left at dawn. Halfway across the state line, my phone buzzed. Text from Mom. The guest room door is closed all the way now. Thanks for coming home. I didn't answer. I've got a small studio here in Denver now. Concrete floors, no carpet, no long hallways. But every couple of nights, I still wake up around 4 a.m., hear those same soft footsteps outside my apartment door, bare feet on the tile. They stop right there. Wait. I never open the door. I just lie there and listen. And I keep wondering who or what finally moved into that spare room after I left, and whether it's still waiting for someone else to come home.